combined threes for the two teams so far. Is it bad defense, good shooting? What do you attribute that to?
Good shooting. You know, there's some lapses defensively. They gave them a little bit too much airspace, but they're, no hesitation. They made them, so we got to get tighter and we got to be more physical.
Thank you, Steve.
You got it.
Mark?
All right, Israel and Jeff Green with the ball for Brooklyn. Miami leading by 3. Good double team by the Heat. Miami, the 7th-rated team defensively in the NBA. That hasn't been their issue this year. Shamet got it to go.
But ultimately, he's making quick decisions, and that's always good for your offense.
Man, in the last 3 games, he's averaging almost 19 points per on 2 of their big 3. You're thinking over and back right there?
I know. It wasn't pretty, but I don't think it was a violation. We'll let the referees make the call there.
Claxton missing from short range. Adebayo clears for the Heat. Quickly up to Dragic. Here's Duncan Robinson. Hero on the baseline. Rims out. Claxton controls for Brooklyn. Wawu Cabarro, a quick catch and shoot 3, no good. Rebounded by Okpala. Jimmy Butler had some rather scathing words for his Heat teammates and himself, frankly, in wake of their loss a couple of nights ago in Minnesota. Wawu Cabarro on the baseline gets the layup. Playing soft. We're not playing with a lot of force. We're shying away from contact. That's almost the biggest indictment you can make on your team, isn't it, Richard, at times?
No, it is. And even Eric Spoelstra basically said, oh, that's a normal conversation for us. Like, these were nice conversations.
Soft overall. I don't know. It's on us to figure it out. I can't tell you which way we're going to go. I don't know what team's going to show up on any given night.
And Butler went on to say, as Adebayo made that basket, Richard, he says, hey, I love Bam making mid-range jump shots, but you almost got the feeling like he was trying to say that Bam needs to take the ball in there and dunk on people because he loves his teammate being that forceful.
Well, and if you look at their last 5 games, it was Los Angeles. They beat the Lakers as they should.
Shortly their worst loss of the season against Minnesota as Duncan Robinson knocks down the 3, the team's most prolific three-point shooter at 44% from downtown this year. Alize Johnson gives it back to Kyrie Irving. Little zone here from Miami, and they get the turnover out of it. Foul going to go against Bruce Brown. Miami, one of those teams last year, Richard, that played
all of these new matchups, new defenses. I don't think that that's what you're going to always see from Miami, but I think you saw more of it last year because of the youth that they had.
Heat leading by 4. They swing it around. Jeff Green inside. Dragic with active hands in the passing lane comes up with the pinch. Dragic for 3. Got it!
Big fan of players, especially of his caliber, being on the bench, telling players what they see. There's a reason why Steve Nash is the head coach. Jason Kidd is the head coach. When you get players of that talent, they see the game differently. And so James Harden being able to communicate with his teammates is a big advantage, even when he's not playing.
Jeff Green missing that free throw line jump shot. Miami coming back the other way, leading by 7. 8 minutes to go here in the first half. Mark Jones alongside Richard Jefferson and Israel Gutierrez. The Miami Heat trying to snap out of their 3-game losing streak. Dragic doing his part. A little bit strong that time and rebounded by Brown. Irving up court. Miami's zone defense had slowed them down. They go man here a little bit, and Jeff Green makes them pay with a nice baseline reverse move.
And that's why Jeff Green went down to post up super early. Didn't allow Miami Heat to get into their traditional zone defense with the bigs down low. So that's one advantage. Try and get in the early post up, maybe big versus small like they did there.
Adebayo whips a pass inside to Dragic. Had it knocked away.
Post up.
I tell you what, Jeff Green has done
an
outstanding job this year for Brooklyn. Dedmon inside on the catch, whistle, foul. He'll get a couple of free throws. That foul against Landry. Watched him work out all summer with his trainer here, Stan Remy, and always the first one in the gym.
Where I just don't think it's worth it at 36 years old.
Yeah, tremendous context there, Richard. Great stuff. 5-point lead for Miami. And Green on cue with the steal for Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving working against Nunn. They corral him. Back out to Griffin. Shamet gets into the paint and got the little hook in here in the first half. He's got 12 points already.
And that's who they thought they were getting. And he's been building into it. He's been trying to get that rhythm. But Landry Shamet has always been a very, very good shooter.
Great cut by Hero. Kicks it out to Nunn for three. Dedmon battling underneath. Another possession for the Heat, but a little bit too hot. Here's Griffin working against Iguodala. Shamet left wide open. Not the guy you want to leave open if you're
taking on the Knicks. Late fourth, Reggie Bullock hits the
30% from three-point territory. The best defensive team in the league in terms of points per game and field goal percentage too, Richard.
Now look, he is probably about 5 or 6 more games away from being an all-NBA guy. Let's not talk about all, but he is in the space where I can see him making an all-NBA team from the way he's performed, the way he has lifted up that Knicks team on both ends of the floor.
New York Knicks continuing to climb in the Eastern Conference. Ball knocked out of bounds. Trainer and getting ready after sitting out bubble play as Landry fish grease. I'm telling you.
Stop saying that.
18 points, Richard. Come on now. Dedmon inside on the nice catch and layup.